Hey, what's up everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we're continuing my 2022 year-end top 10s as we are going to look at my number 5 super welterweight in the world right now at 154 pounds, the undefeated number 1 contender, Tszyu of Australia. Tszyu entered the year number 4, so he drops 1 spot. Not because he did anything wrong. He's 28 years old. He stands with a solid undefeated record of 21-0 and 15 knockouts. And he is the WBO's mandatory number one contender. He entered the year, really only having wins over Australian fighters like Jeff Horn and Dennis Hogan, which, hey, those are credible wins, but he needed to prove himself, and he decided to risk his number 1 status. And in April, I think it was April, let me check that to be 100%. Actually in March, on an undercard, he decided to put his undefeated record and his number 1 ranking on the line when he took out former world title challenger Tszyu Gaucher. Very interesting matchup because Gaucher had destroyed Jamonte Clark in 2 rounds the prior year, and he was looking to upset the apple cart and take away Tszyu's number 1 ranking. So it was a risk, and in the first round it looked like a big risk as Gaucher put Tszyu down in the first round, but Tszyu weathered that, got up. It was kind of more of a stun. He didn't really get hurt bad. It was just he got stunned and put down. He got up and controlled the action and outworked Gaucher the rest of the fight and scored a convincing unanimous decision as he remained undefeated and put himself and kept himself in line for the title shot. Now, the fight with the undisputed champion Jermell Charlo and the WBO champion never came to fruition this year, and that was something that was planned. They scheduled the fight for early in 2023, and it was supposed to happen on January 28th of this year, but now it's going to be pushed back more. And there's even talks because I think Charlo broke his hand or his wrist, and they have not said when the fight is actually going to go down. So there's talks right now that Tszyu might fight somebody else, ahead of that fight with Charlo. But I personally think he's going to wait around and see what happens with the Charlo fight. I think that's the smart play, but we should hear something soon on that development and what's going to happen there. But at some point in this year, he's going to get a title shot. I still feel he's going to fight Charlo next, and to be honest, I think he's going to lose. I think he's going to get knocked out. I think if Tszyu Gaucher can hurt Tszyu, then Charlo with his power can definitely finish him and knock him out. And Tszyu just has that style where he comes right at you, which is, it's a fun style. But for Charlo's just going to sit back like he did against Castano and pick Tszyu apart and wait for him and time him. And I think he's going to end up finishing him. But we'll see. Tszyu, the thing is he's going to get the opportunity. And I do think he's a live underdog in that fight. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the development from Charlo injuring his hand and that fight being postponed. We'll see what goes down. But that's it. That's what I got. That's my video on my number 5 super welterweight in the world right now at 154 pounds, the undefeated mandatory number 1 contender, Tszyu of Australia, as my 2022 year-end top 10s continue. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.